Hi, Capricorn. My name's Mimi. I'm with Divination by Mimi, and welcome to your February 15th through the 28th, 2017 Tarot Oracle reading with a little bit of astrology. Um, Capricorn is a cardinal sign. You herald the beginning of winter, and you're very staid. You're ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a restrictive planet, but it's a dependable planet. Saturn is associated with Kronos, the god of time. So it definitely has to do with what is manifested, the restrictions that the manifested world places on energy. Um, However, that sometimes it gives people a bad vibe. It makes Capricorn seem like they're boring or slow moving. And our symbol is the goat. I'm a Capricorn as well, the sea goat. And the goat, we know, climbs at a slow pace to the very top of the peak. So Capricorns, you're about work. You're about growth in your career. You're about a very hardworking sign. Um, you are also very much about the right thing. You have a strong sense of duty. That's also Saturn's influence. So, with that strong sense of duty, you tend to always look for the right thing to do. Okay? You're always looking for the right thing to do. What is the right thing to do? And you gauge new endeavors based on your previous endeavors. Was that the right thing to do? I hope that makes sense. Now, your ruling planet, as I said, is Saturn, and Saturn at the moment is in Sagittarius. Not really happy in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is not really happy with Saturn. But it does impact it. Saturn, or rather Sagittarius's energy is dualistic in the sense that it is androgynous. Its card is the Temperance card. So it is a give and take, fluidity of gender, things like that. So, and balance, temperance, balance. Your ruling planet, rather at the moment in your zodiac sign, and I think from the 15th, 22nd, and 28th, you have Pluto in your astrological sign or in your constellation. And Pluto is about unearthing and digging deep for the motivation for the things that we do. It's the dark, and I don't mean dark in a bad way. It's the other side of the moon, the dark side of the moon, the stuff that's in shadow that you don't always see. And that's important stuff. That why do we do what we do? What motivated us to lash out at that person that way? So with Pluto in our sign, um, it's taking a very staid, stoic, practical look at things. With Capricorn's influence on Pluto, you're looking at not only are you digging up things for the sake of digging them up, you're digging them up things to make value of them. The Capricorn mantra is I use. I use as in resources. I use them. How can I make use of this or that? Um, with that said, and with the Pluto energy in your sign, whatever Pluto's doing, there will be a practical air to it. So it could be, why did I not apply for that position? When I'm putting it in Capricorn's terms, we're always about career and ambition. Why didn't I apply for that position? What was my motivation for not applying? Did I not think I was good enough? This is how Pluto is being used to its best result in the sign of Capricorn. It's being used practically. How can I apply this? How can I use this knowledge I'm learning? In addition, with that, you're also going to be feeling other activities. So your ruling planet is in Sagittarius. We discussed that. Probably in the next couple months, it'll be into our constellation. You'll also be feeling the influence of Neptune and Chiron in Pisces. That's emotion. The sun will soon be moving into Pisces, so the Pisces birthdays will be starting up fairly soon here. In Aries, you will feel the influence of two very big planets, and one of those is in opposition with another big planet. So at the moment, Aries has Mars in it. Mars is its ruling planet, and that means things are moving much quicker than they were previously. Mars was in Neptune, which is a watery, emotional sign. Not quite sure of where the self begins and ends and the other begins, that kind of thing, the fluidity of consciousness. Uh, Mars is not about that. In fact, Aries' mantra is I am. So it definitely asserts itself forward from the other as I am. And Mars is its ruling planet. So Mars being in a Neptunian environment, Neptunian Pisces environment, was not happy. It was slow moving. Now that it's at home in Aries, it loves it. It's fast moving. Also in Aries is Uranus. Now, Uranus is a very unpredictable energy. And right now it is in a direct opposition with Jupiter. Jupiter is currently in a retrograde status, which does diminish its energy slightly, but nonetheless, it's a big planet. It's an outer planet. It's a big planet, and it's expansive, very, very expansive. So with that being in Libra, Libra's the ruler of the seventh house, which is relationships, you and the other. Uranus connected with that is basically big, unpredictable, fast-paced changes in relationships, in your relationships to others, for the duration of this time. I mean, it's fast-moving, unpredictable energy, and because it's relating to Jupiter, it is expensive. So this will have an effect on you too. And this kind of abrupt, unexpected change doesn't really sit well with Capricorn. Because Saturn, again, likes its restriction. It's like, okay, this is the first, today's the second, tomorrow's the third, etc. Don't mix things up, right? That's we don't like that, and that's true, and that's okay. And I think that is it. Oh, but one more thing. The North Node is in Virgo, which means collectively the North Node is about what we need to attain to learn in this incarnation so that we're attaining the highest level to move on to the next incarnation, to learn from our life's lessons. So there's something about the Virgo energy that we collectively need to learn about and take into our being for a bit here. There's something about that energy that is important. So if it's because their mantra is analyze, I analyze. It's about thinking, it's about organization, compartmentalization. It's about caring, but they're ruled by Mercury, so it's very, very heady. It's about thinking. Don't overthink things. Don't be self-critical or critical of others when it's not necessary. Don't overdo that, but that energy is important right now. So we need to take on some of that analyzer energy, all of us. All right, so I'm going to stop going on about astrology. Get into your tarot. This is the Night Sun Tarot, and this is based on the Thoth deck. This is a 3-card spread we're going to do based upon the top point of the Tree of Life, the supernal triangle. So the very top point, that would be Keter, Chokmah, and Binah. This will represent superconscious, conscious, and subconscious mind. In addition, we'll have clarifiers through the Cartouche Oracle, and if need be, we've got different runes available to us if we need some additional clarification on anything that came up in the reading. All right, one more. Okay, Capricorn, what is Keter trying to tell us? What is the superconscious mind trying to tell us? What is Spirit trying to tell us? What do we need to know? There we go. That is the Four of Wands in reverse. That's what Spirit's trying to tell us. In the conscious mind, we have the King of Swords. This would be Aquarius. And in the subconscious mind, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles to pop up in a Capricorn spread is not at all surprising. And fours in general are not surprisingly, it's not surprising that they would pop up because they're about stability. So Spirit is communicating to us the Four of Swords in reverse. Now the Four of Swords in the upright is about a stability in energy, in spiritual energy. I believe that Keter, or the superconscious, or Spirit, is trying to tell us that we are not, in other words, the Four of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith is the happy home deck. And in an upright or a reverse position, reverse doesn't mean that it's really bad, it just means it lessens the energy somewhat. So basically what Spirit is trying to tell you is that there is energy there for you to manifest whatever it is that you want. And it would appear that it's communicating to you that your focus might need to be on a home celebratory environment. Your creativity, your spirituality needs to be in the creation of an environment that is secure, that supports you, not only in your manifested life, but also your spiritual life. Because there's definitely, spirit will always be talking to you about reconnecting with the source, which is spirit. And it's telling us here that the focus should be on creating an environment for yourself, a home, a little sacred space perhaps, where you can make a connection and where it will help you thrive spiritually, which will in turn help you thrive in your everyday physical life, which will, for us, we always know that's about career. Okay, so focus on creating a comfortable, supportive, nurturing space. And this may be speaking more than just a physical environment. This may be speaking about community around us. It may be asking, it could be that energy is asking you here to reach out, to find a supportive, nurturing family. Reach out to people. Don't close yourself off too much. Being spiritual and going within does not mean 100% becoming the hermit. It means understanding the divinity in everything. And I believe Keter or Superconscious or Spirit is asking you to not only create a home that supports your spirituality, which will in turn support your manifested life and the manifested life you want, but also find people that support that as well. A network of friends, of family. Okay? In the conscious mind, you've got the sign of Aquarius. This is the King of Swords. This is an air sign. It is a king, which is a fixed sign. The kings are always fixed, which would be Aquarius. Ruled by Uranus, very logical, rational energy. So right now, in your conscious mind, you're definitely running off of logic. And you're running off of logic almost in a stubborn way. And I think that this is another reason that Spirit is nudging you to make a connection, to get some kind of sacred space and sacred network of people that are very, very connected with your true source. Logic is important. Absolutely, logic is important. It's what drives our physical manifested world, in addition to the energy of creativity, which is all spirit. That's Yod, God, the highest level of the name of God. Okay, so this is important. This should be on your mind. Rationality should be on your mind, but not to the detriment or loss of spirituality. And this is what Spirit is saying. It's saying, make a nice sacred space for yourself so that you can connect. This will keep you stable. This will keep you logical rather than reactive. It will keep you active and engaging with assertion rather than reacting to your environment if you connect with Spirit. So create a sacred space, get a nice network of people to support you, and that will maintain this logic. In the subconscious mind, this is your dream state. This is the symbols and allegories that the Spirit communicates with us through our dreams, is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And because right now everybody is encouraged to pay very close attention to your dreams. And if you're not having crazy dreams or more dreams than usual, I would be very surprised, because there's too much going on. Astrologically, there's so much going on right now. Energy's pulled in several different directions. Humanity is having an evolution. There's too much going on in culturally, politically, to not have an effect. Macrocosm to microcosm, right? As above, so below. So whatever is out there is affecting you. So what I'm getting at is you're dreaming, and that means you're subconscious. That means that Spirit is communicating messages to you that you need to know for your growth, for your ascension. Because we're not just here to have a fabulous career. We're here to actually learn something. Okay? We're here to learn something in this incarnation to carry on to the next incarnation. So with Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Pentacles upright sometimes is thought of as the miser. I don't think of it as so negatively. I think of it as for being stability again. I think of it more about an understanding of the resources that you have. Pentacles and Capricorns are all about resources. How do I use? Yeah, I use. That's your mantra. So in a reverse position, there is a it looks the subconscious is communicating to you to release to the fluidity of life, succumb, surrender to the fact that spirit, divinity, Keter provides everything. Things come and things go. Money comes and money goes. What is in front of your eyes is only temporary. In fact, Keter is always reminding us that this here, it's all temporary. All temporary, all manifested from something much higher. And when you cut yourself off from that, it causes more problems than good. So it's communicating to you to understand the true nature of stuff and things and resources. Money, career, cars, homes, things, manifested world. Understand its true nature, that it is fluid, and that you've got to let go and surrender to the flow, right, of the give and the take of the cycles of nature. There's a winter, there's a fall, there's a spring, there's a summer. Macrocosm, microcosm. So on a large scale, it is on a small scale. And that goes with us. And the important thing, again, to remember is the true self. The stuff and the things come and go. Subconscious is trying to ask you to remind you of this at the moment. Let's pull a cartouche and see if we can get some more information. Sorry this is going so long. I'm pulling for here. Make sure that I am on the right track and I'm understanding what it's saying here. And this tendency is in all of us. We're spirit living a human existence. So this five senses existence is an easy thing to fall into, truly. But when you back up, and Capricorn is smart about this, it understands, let's look at the real value of something, right? When it understands, when you back up and you look at the big picture, all temporary. Somebody else got this. It was in conscious mind. So we got fire in reverse. Fire is, obviously, it's a fast, energetic, creative energy. In reverse, I think the subconscious is telling us that we're lacking it. Now, it can represent fire signs such as Aries, Leo, or Capricorn in the upright or reverse position. So whatever's happening here with this message could have to do with another party that fits into those signs or has that energy. But I really think that spirit is telling you that you're lacking, and subconscious is telling you that you need to look at where you're spending your energy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Subconscious is telling me that you are expending your energy, your spiritual energy, very life source, right? The stuff that keeps you warm. It's the most holy of all four elements. Well, five elements, with the exception of ether. Ether is pretty holy. However, you're expending your energies on the wrong things, and I think because it's coupling and it's explaining this Four of Coins in reverse, it's asking you to reassess how you expend your energy. Don't spend it so much on the attainment of stuff and things. Don't spend so much energy on, don't spend so much energy worrying and working to obtain illusory and temporary things. Temporary things, right? Both of these are in reverse. You're spinning your wheels about illusory, temporary, physical things that don't matter in the big picture. Way too much energy spent on that. So definitely I'm encouraging you to keep a dream journal. Binah is telling us a lot. Subconscious is telling us a lot. Oh, one popped out. Yeah, and this is Wunjo in reverse. Wunjo in the upright is, there we go. Wunjo in the upright is good fortune, gains, good things happening. In reverse, it's the opposite. And it's an inability to get out of your own way. The energy around the stumbling block that's causing a block in a dam in the flow of energy, of the coming and the going and the obtaining and the releasing of things and energy, is you. You literally are spinning your wheels to try to obtain things that are really unimportant. I'm not saying that, and I'm a Capricorn too. I'm not saying that it's saying that we're greedy. I'm not saying that it's saying that we are only materialistic, although we have that tendency. It's Spirit is telling us that all of this stuff is manifested, therefore temporary, and it all comes from this source. I think that's your lesson here. Yeah. Okay. I hope this was of help. Again, apologies it went on so long. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. This was a general reading, so if you would like something a little more personal for yourself, please feel free to email me. There's an email address in the description box below. I would love to do a reading with you, Capricorn, and of course to talk to another Capricorn. And until then, if I don't speak to you in that time frame, I hope you have a wonderful remaining of February, the rest of February. Make sure you're aware of that solar eclipse on the 26th. Use it to your benefit. Don't spin your wheels too much about stuff and things. Everything comes around. Everything is provided. And remember to make that sacred space so that you can make the ritual of reconnecting with the concept that everything's provided. All right, I'll stop talking. You take care now.